Big Ben and Westminster Palace. Table of contents. A famous bell, 4. An old building, 6. Burned down and built up, 7. Parliament, 10. An amazing clock, 12. Ben the Unstoppable, 15. Glossary, 16. A famous bell. Big Ben is a huge bell at the top of a tall clock tower in London, England. The bell is as heavy as 2 elephants. Big Ben, the tower, and the clock are all important. They are part of Westminster Palace, which is home to Parliament. People all over the world have heard of Big Ben. Parliament and Big Ben. Height of the tower, 96.3 meters, 316 feet. Bell size, 2.7 meters, 9 feet wide, and 2.2 meters, 7.2 feet tall. Bell weight, over 13 metric tons. Parliament, 100 staircases, 1,100 rooms, 3 towers. Number of steps to the top, 334. Buildings made of French and English limestone. An old building. Westminster Palace has several buildings. The oldest building is Westminster Hall. The hall is more than 900 years old and is still used today. Kings and queens lived at Westminster until 1512. Westminster Hall is famous for its wooden roof. It's the largest wooden roof of its kind in Northern Europe. Burned down and built up. A fire in 1834 burned most of Westminster Palace. 6 years later, there was a search to find someone to build the palace again. Charles Barry got the job. It took 30 years and a lot of money to build the new palace. This painting from the London Museum shows the fire of 1834. Westminster Hall was the only building left after the fire. Augustus Pugin planned the clock that is part of the tower. Pugin decided to make a clock with 4 faces, 1 on each side. Each clock has 312 pieces of glass. Augustus Pugin, Charles Barry. Barry and Pugin never got to see their finished buildings. They died before the work was finished. Westminster Palace has 3 towers. For many years, the Victoria Tower was the largest square stone tower in the world. The Elizabeth Tower is the clock tower that holds Big Ben. The central tower was planned as a chimney for smoke from fireplaces inside the palace. Westminster Palace. In building size alone, not counting the surrounding gardens, the Palace of Westminster occupies 32,374 square meters, 3,048,480 square feet, a space in central London. There are 100 staircases and 1,100 rooms. Parliament. Westminster Palace is home to Parliament. Parliament is where people make laws for the United Kingdom. There are 2 houses in Parliament. People in the House of Commons help decide what laws to make. They debate what the people need. The House of Commons has 650 members. People in the House of Lords have titles such as Lord and Lady. Others are important members of the Church of England. The House of Lords works with the House of Commons to make laws. When everyone agrees, the laws become Acts of Parliament. The number of members in the House of Lords changes. Its members are given a title by the King or Queen. An amazing clock. Big Ben's clock tells exactly the right time. People take good care of it. It takes a long time to clean the clock faces. People clean them every 5 years with soap and water. With its 4 faces, Big Ben is the biggest chiming clock in the world. 4 people hang on ropes to clean Big Ben's 4 faces. People who live in the United Kingdom can go to the top of the Elizabeth Tower and see Big Ben. There, they can also get a great view of London and can see how the clocks work. Anyone can go to the Houses of Parliament, though. Everyone can take pictures of the clock tower from outside. Each year, millions of people from around the world visit Big Ben. Every New Year's Eve, there is a huge fireworks show when Big Ben finishes chiming at midnight. Many people come from all over the United Kingdom to see the show. Big Ben always looks amazing on that night. People listen to Big Ben's chimes and watch the fireworks on New Year's Eve. Ben the Unstoppable. Big Ben is important to the British people. They hear its chimes every day on the radio and television. When bombs damaged one of Big Ben's clock faces, the bells kept on chiming. Big Ben never stops. Big Ben rings every 15 minutes. People take good care of this landmark to make sure it always will. Glossary. Chiming. Capable of making a ringing sound. Page 12. Houses of Commons. The part of the United Kingdom's government whose members are elected. The lower house. Page 10. House of Lords. The part of the United Kingdom's government whose members are appointed. The upper house. Page 11. Laws. Rules or sets of rules made by governments. Page 10. Parliament. Part of the government of the United Kingdom, consisting of the House of Commons and the House of Lords. Page 4. United Kingdom. A country and political union in Western Europe that includes England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland.